After each capturing victories in their first game of the 2024 NCAA Division III Women's Basketball Tournament, Catholic and Washington Lee take back to the hardwood, looking to punch their ticket into the round of 16. We welcome you here inside of Holcamp Gymnasium, part of the Richard Duchessois Athletic and Recreation Center here on the campus of Washington Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Thanks so much for joining us on the Washington Lee Sports Network. Alongside Andrew Arnold, I'm Ryan Connell. We have Jack Hunter for you down on the sidelines. Our producer Sean Lee behind us as well. And Andrew, yesterday we were in for a great night of basketball. Catholic pulled off a 13-point win over Penn State Barron, and WNL a historic performance in their first NCAA tournament win ever. So the Generals could get one final shot off before the horn. He's going to lob it in the middle. Slicer, catch and shoot, beats the buzzer. Actor, straight away three. Bang! Generals still have the 1-point advantage. McGinnis for Malik. Readjusts and hits. Three screen to inbound for the Hornets. Looking to end Washington Lee's 11-game winning streak. She'll get it right back from Williams to the basket. Green, one more. Campbell, the layup to go ahead. 2 seconds left to shoot here for the Brewers. 54-46. Harvey gonna heave one up, and it rolls home. Julia Harvey. Perhaps Rono can get a shot off before the horn. Naru, swatted by Slicer. Douglas. For Kenneth has a step on the defender. The Euro in the lane, off the window for two. Little John, kick out, Sandy for the lead. You got it. Freckle around off the three-point line. Goes to Slicer. Slicer spins back to the middle and drops it in, plus the tax. Bryant in the corner, one dribble and picks up. She'll get it right back this time, willing to shoot, and she cashes the corner three. So a turnover, a chance for Slicer in transition, and one. You cannot stop number 50 in white tonight. Ryan Connell alongside Andrew Arnold. Jack Hunter on the sidelines as well here inside of Holcamp Gym. Washington Lee won its first ever game in the NCAA tournament last night here at home over Vassar Catholic. Just their second win in the NCAA tournament in program history. Each team trying to move on to the second weekend for the first time ever. Keegan Douglas knocks down a three to start the second half for Catholic, and just like that, it's back inside double figures.
Yeah, and that's how you get it started, and a player that's also able to kind of rejoin the squad now is Quinn McGinnis on the General side. Had the two first half personals, the ball carrier, able to now be back in the game.
Malik trying to reestablish, trying to force it down to Slicer, and she threw it away.
Yeah, Slicer had not established position yet there, was not open.
White for Mulvaney, top of the key. She'll go around the screen from Skoblik. Her shot blocked by Slicer. Got deflected, and Skoblik stepped out of bounds trying to save it.
Excellent job there from Slicer. You see the quickness of her feet, able to contest that three-point shot and get into the shooter's shooting space without committing a foul.
That's the sixth block of the night for Slicer. She had 7 blocks last night against Vassar. She has now 96 on the season. The WNL single season record is 99. Which was set back in 2002. There's McGinnis for a corner three, and the Generals have their first points of the second half.
And if the three-point shots are still falling for the Generals, it's going to be really tough for the Cardinals to get back into this one.
White with some hesitation. She'll loft it over the top for Mulvaney. This is Flaherty along the baseline. The deep two will rattle home for Carly Flaherty.
And I like the attraction on offense for the Cardinals. They try to get all the attention of the defense on the initial ball screen and the initial pass, and then they usually have a deeper sweeping cut that's going to get an off-ball screen as well, and that's the second option on the play, and that's how we've seen the Cardinals get some points tonight.
McGinnis back to a cutting Zimmerman in the lane, and she's fouled on the way up and will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Nice pass there from McGinnis on the baseline. Zimmerman kind of comes in a little out of control and maybe gets bailed out a little bit with the foul call.
So take another look. Zimmerman gets it right back from McGinnis, driving hard to the basket, and was bumped on the way up. Her first free throw drops in. So Zimmerman, who was on the bench with 2 fouls in the first half for Washington Lee as well, impacts the game in a variety of ways. She has a team best 4 assists in tonight's contest. And goes 2 of 2 at the line.
Yeah, she's a very good complementary player to Mary Slicer. Is able to defend basically 1 through 5 with her athleticism and then can play all over the floor.
White Bumped by Malik out on the perimeter, so that'll be the first foul against the Generals and the first against Malik here in the third quarter. Skoblik driving on Sleisner. Kept her pivot foot alive, goes into the body and generates the second foul against Mary Sleisner.
I see a big fist pump from head coach Matt Donahue on the sideline. He understands that the game within the game here is if you can get Mary Sleisner off the floor.
The way that she's been able to impact the game, I think more defensively in this game than offensively than last night. Already 6 blocks. We've played really just 2 minutes of the first half. Skoblik misses the first free throw. She's just a 67% free throw shooter this season. As the sophomore from Clark Summit, Pennsylvania, she was the Player of the Year in the Landmark Conference this season. And she splits a pair of free throws there. 44-33, 7:51 to play in the third quarter. Quinn McGinnis across half court for the Generals. Malik a catch and shoot 3 on the wing, and it rattles home.
And that's what makes Malik such a deadly shooter. She can fire off a screen quick as can be and then get her feet set and her release point so quickly as soon as she gathers the ball.
Loveless back over for White. A catch and shoot 3, and she answers.
Nice shot there from White, also with a pretty quick release confidently in the face of Malik.
Catholic has made 6 of 14 from beyond the arc. The Generals 9 of 17 to start from long range. Malik has it poked from behind right into the hands of White. Numbers on the break. This one lofted nicely over the top. Skoblik, the layup in transition, and what a dime from Sarah White.
And that's the impact Sarah White can have on the floor, and that's really one of the first times tonight we've seen the Cardinals able to get out in transition. We teased that in the pregame. That's what made them so good offensively yesterday. Now that's started to heat up tonight.
Sleisner going right at Skoblik, and strong to the left hand for Mary Sleisner.
Yeah, and I like the strong hands there from Sleisner, not fading away, not making it any tougher than it needs to be, just going straight to the bucket.
Flaherty kick out White, catch and shoot 3, and there's another.
And look at Sarah White, so confident, hits the second one in a row again, very closely contested by Malik.
Sleisner spins middle, tries to loft it under to Zimmerman. Goes right back to Sleisner, and an uncontested layup for Mary Sleisner.
And listen, there's another assist for Zimmerman as well. Finds the positioning on the inside when the double team came.
Looked like White had potentially a hand in there to get a jump ball. The back was to the official. Mulvaney underneath. Spins into a double team. Lost control of it. Zimmerman able to save it along the baseline. Here's a run out for the Generals. Sleisner nearly lost it and had to reset. Malik from the parking lot. Off the back iron, offensive rebound for Sleisner and a foul underneath.
And if you haven't watched any Generals basketball before, maybe this is your first time on the broadcast, there's a reason head coach Christine Clancy was not surprised from that shot from Malik. She is happy to have just about unlimited range. Granted, that one might have been just a little bit too far.
And that foul going against Skoblik being her third personal, so she'll check out of this game after playing just about 6 minutes in the first half. Reckel for Zimmerman. She thinks about the free throw jumper. Elects to take it. Sleisner the offensive rebound and the putback for 2 more.
Nice job there from Sleisner, able to box out both of her defenders. And I don't mind that shot from Zimmerman at all. Went 2 for 2 from the line and had the space there to take it.
Just as Catholic is able to cut it back into double digits, the lead balloons back up to 12. White, the slip pass underneath. Mulvaney steps through and drops it in for 2.
And White is quickly becoming a problem in this game. Whether it's her playmaking or her shooting, the Generals are going to have to find a little bit of a solution. She is keeping her team in this one.
Last night it was Sierra McDermott for Vassar who kept the Brewers alive. Sleisner the fadeaway along the baseline, rattles all the way around and out.
And that's a real tough shot there from Sleisner. Might have been able to kick it out to Malik.
That pass trying to feed it, cutting Kenna to the basket. Goes out of play and takes us to the media timeout. 53-43, Washington and Lee ahead by 10 with 4:54 to play here in the third quarter. We'll step aside and have the rest of the quarter when we return on the Washington and Lee Sports Network.